Welcome to the free self-healing tools sections at Heal with Kamalika, presented by Monk Mind Alliance. Today we are going to discuss about what is karma and what is past lives and how to go about healing them. Namaste. We are going to embark on a little journey on understanding what is karma and what is past life. Let me cut to the chase and let me directly answer the question, what is karma? Before starting to know what karma is, let's first face the ultimate reality which is forever there, whether we acknowledge it or not. In Bhagavad Gita chapter 5 verse 13, Sri Krishna says, "The embodied beings who are self-controlled and detached resides happily in the city of 9 gates, and that is our body, free from thinking they are the doers or the cause of anything." Let me elaborate on it a little. If after reading this you realize the self, the existence, then there is no karma because you are not seeing yourself as the doer anymore. Karma literally means action. You are no longer separate or independent than the existence itself. Only when the self-knowledge has not been achieved and when one is ignorant, there is karma. When one is only identifying with one's body, the city of 9 gates, the gates being 2 ears, 1 mouth, 2 nostrils, 2 eyes, 1 anus, and 1 genital organ. That makes it a city of 9 gates. One cannot consider one to be the existence. There is too much attachment and doing and too little space to be, just be. Let me give you one more reference to make it a little simpler for you. And for that, I request you to, for now, leave all your notions and conditioning and doubts and stories that's running on your mind behind. Keep it outside the door, because I am going to refer the Ashtavakra Gita, chapter 5, verse 2. "The universe rises from you like bubbles rising from the sea. Thus, know the Atman to be one, and enter even thus into the state of dissolution." Now, if this is not yet your reality, then read along. The word karma literally translates to action. Now, if you sit with this and contemplate a little on it, then before taking every action, even a mental decision prior to that action, is a natural response that is rising within you. If you are attached to its cause and effect, you are considering it to be your karma. Thereby, it is not just the action alone, but the first response that emerged in you naturally, whether you acted upon it or not, can be thus considered your karma. I invite you to meditate and contemplate on it a little deeper. What's coming up? Can we call the basic functioning of our body karma? Yes, we can. Our body is alive and active and is constantly responding to the process of life. Will you be constantly bothered about how your heart is beating, digestion happening, and the breath reaching the body through the blood vessels? I don't think so. Do you worry that because you have bad karma, the next breath might not come? No, right? It would be ridiculous to fathom such a mindset. Then my question to you, my friend, is why is the above 2 shlokas not yet your reality? Now let us go a little deeper. Your existence, which you refer to as my life, is essentially a complex combination of energetic information, memories, or data. From the time that you were born till this very moment that you are reading this, your response to life is heavily dependent on the past impressions that influenced your perception. Everything that has gone into you, knowingly or unknowingly, willingly or unwillingly, has caused you to become who you are right now. Therefore, the karmic body is the causal body. Unless you wake up and learn to look at life from a far-off perspective, you will continue to perceive life to be entirely causal. That's not how it is. Let's read along. Types of karma. There are 4 layers of karma or action that is happening naturally: physical, mental, emotional, energy or vibrational. If you are able to focus on the energetic action, all the others are taken care automatically, and as you read along and practice the tools that are mentioned in this program, you're going to be accustomed with how to touch base with your energetic action. and there are 3 types of karma or action. I'm going to explain them in the briefest way possible. Sanchit karma, the entire load of memory right from the start of life itself. Prarabdha, I call this your inheritance that you're carrying right now. Agami, what's next? Agami meaning what's next. Basis the actions you are now taking, an effect or impression is happening in you. That will give rise to numerous possibilities in the immediate or distant future. Therefore, Agami is simply numerous possibilities and thus is to an extent in your control. What is past life? Too much noise on this topic, past life healing. The version that says my soul and your soul is a version of the ego. What is ego? It is your self-protection mechanism of the inherent fear of fear itself. We discussed above, right? Our attachment with the 9 gates and self-identification with them. This is the reason we consider the concept of the soul to be an individual identity, and therefore the half-baked theory of in my past life I was this and in my past life I was that. This is a highly restricted perspective, and focusing solely on past life or past life healing can lead to ignorance and obsession with the past, trapping you in an endless loop of questioning why it happened rather than reaching liberation. There is no end to your healing, because there is practically no end to your perceptions. Past lives are simply impressions and perceptions that we have inherited. It really is that simple. My wise mother once said, "How many wounds are you carrying that your healing never stops?" That very week I realized that the missing piece of puzzle was my perception of my perceptions. Yes, you heard it right. My perception of my perceptions. Whatever perceptions I am observing through the healing process, through meditation, instead of observing them to be an energetic vibration, I am creating more perceptions, trying to change them, thereby creating more impressions upon me and acting upon them. Any and every need to change is fear-based, need-based. It's a never-ending loop, and every moment I am choosing to stay trapped under its wraps. My mother is straightforward and I grew up that way. Instead of feeling, oh, poor me, I have more of a solution-oriented mindset. That very week, I stopped my never-ending healing process that I mistook as dedication. And I've never looked back since then, never felt better in my life before that day. If you do not understand something, how will you ever make it your reality? If you get attached to the process of understanding the path that was meant to liberate you, it's not the fault of that path. The fault lies in your understanding of it. The path, in fact, all paths, leads us to pure consciousness. Let me give you an example here. If you want to travel from New Delhi to New York and you have a connecting flight from Frankfurt, Germany, instead of boarding the onward flight, you decide to explore Frankfurt. You stayed there for a few days and then went onwards to your original destination. But if you start considering Frankfurt to be New York, then is it the fault of Frankfurt? You twisted your perceptions. Own it. Move on. There is just one soul or consciousness, Atman, self, which is Brahman, forever in expansion. You are that. Tat Tvam Asi. I am that. Aham Brahmasmi. Therefore, past life can simply be put as all the memories and impressions ever registered in the journey of every single perception or manifestation of the journey of the soul. What you consider to be a past life baggage, creating a hurdle in the smooth flow of your current life, are numerous filters or impressions through which you perceive every event of your life that you acquired along the journey till the here and now. How you perceive is how you're going to respond to your life situations, right? If you are able to drop your attachments to your body and senses and emotions right now, you are realized. You're free. You're beyond healing. Because you are not growing, neither evolving. You are simply closing in to realizing what you already are. You are complete or purna right now. Can healing therefore be considered simply a change in your perspective? Yes. If there is still attachment and identification, then read along. Why must we heal? Healing is required when you consider yourself fragmented or wounded. However, if Brahman and pure consciousness is your reality and not just your area of interest or knowledge, then you don't need healing. And if not, if this is not your reality, you can click on the link below on the subject that says why must we heal, and there's a list of reasons that tells you that yes, these are the reasons that you must heal. Now, always remember that healing is a personal journey and its significance varies from person to person. The reasons to heal may differ based on individual experiences and needs, but the ultimate goal is to lead a more balanced, joyful, and purposeful life. How do I know if my past life needs to be healed? Any block is always in your energy. It only reflects through your mind, situations, or people in your daily life. As a human race, we are most probably the only species that has the opportunity to become what we strive for. The fact that we are the only species that can even strive and aspire to become anything. Our possibilities do not have any limit. We can transcend consciously. What our ancestors knew, we already carry deep within the intelligence of our body. When we become aware of this intelligence and take actions consciously and with awareness, we are simply choosing to move beyond our karmic baggage and achieve great heights as spiritual beings, freeing ourselves completely. A few points to note to figure out if you need to heal are as follows. Patterns running in your life or in your family, genetic disorders, troubled spirits or stuck energy interventions, recurrent dreams of a particular story from various angles, property or business disputes, stuck in general. Marital discord is almost similar to either your parents or someone in your previous generation or the same. Mental health challenges, unable to take action even when you know it is necessary. Anything that makes you feel uneasy or uncomfortable and you cannot seem to find a fix on your own or cannot trace the reasons consciously. It's definitely not limited to this list, and to each our own. Be open and you would know if it's a Pitra dosha or a karmic baggage that you're carrying in your lineage. Ancestral karma or Pitra dosha is a deep and detailed program that I take up on my 3 stages of healing, the link to which is shared below under the section Ancestral Karma or Pitra Dosha. Might consider reading it for a detailed understanding. What if I don't want to heal my past lives? Look, healing is a personal choice. Whether to or not to is a personal choice. The way your life is right now, it will continue to be this way, and daily life situations has the potential to fix themselves on their own if you allow the process by pulling yourself out of ego, fears, and control. If you let life take its course and stop interfering, you don't need healing, is my firm belief. Still, if you ask me, then I would suggest follow the path of Nishkam Karma, action without attaching to the desired outcome, and devotion and surrender, Purna Samarpan, complete surrender, should be your focus in every situation and every tough challenge life throws at you. This way, you don't need any practice, any healing, nothing at all. But if you find this to be a tough call, then yes, of course, we do have a lot of programs that can help you heal. Read along. Is there any alternative to healing? Does life have any alternative? Can you deny the reality that there is a subtle awareness in everything that you're doing? If forever a witness to that reality is your personal reality right now as you listen to me, then you are whole and complete and purna already, and this question thus is irrelevant for you. If this is not your reality and you want to see it for real, then scroll till the end of the section that says Steps to Heal and follow the steps that are mentioned, including a recorded and guided meditation audio to help you heal your past lives and your karmic baggage. There are journaling prompts, goal setting, and much more. Good luck, and thank you for choosing us to be your healing partner. Namaste.